Okay, so you're a doctor and a photographer. Video and full? Yeah. Get close to that.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's given me the greatest pleasure to stand before you here today. And of course, I know you're enjoying your meals. If you're enjoying your meals, say, fantastic, the white means like this is really lovely. Ladies and gentlemen, without much further ado, I'd like to introduce you to, for the first time, I'd like you to please put your hands together, walk some legs down. 1 second. Please, ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for the first time to the bridal couple, Mr. and Mrs. Shukla. Give them a big round of applause. And all your gifts will be waiting at their place. You can book an appointment for lunch and supper in the next couple of weeks with the bridal couple. Not a problem. Well, we've got to that point in our function where we're going to express the feelings we have for the bridal couple, and we've got specific people who are very, very close to the bridal couple. I'm going to be coming up and saying a few words on behalf of them. But from my side to Rasheel, please pursue the paparazzi right now. I experienced something on entering Newcastle. I've been to our massive casino that we have here, and I experienced something very, very different. For the first time coming back home, I'm forming from Newcastle. A lot of you know me here. It's so nice to see you again. And I walked into the casino and I saw this beautiful, beautiful woman. And she looked like a foreigner because she was walking really fast, like she was Russian. You got that right? And of course, I looked at her and I said, this is such a beautiful woman. I'm going to take this opportunity to wink at her. For once, I'm back in my hometown and I want to wink at this woman. Let me do it. What are you going to lose, Rahul? Go for it. So I winked. Oh. The poor lady looked at me. She stopped. She turned around and carried on walking. So I thought, oh God, it's another loser. A couple of steps further, she stops and she looks at me and she winks. Oh, right back at me. My heart started beating. My great-grandfather, my uncle, my aunt, everyone flashed before me. Because I thought I felt this feeling of euphoria in my heart. But I couldn't move my legs. So I was stuck there, looking at her and waving and asking her to call me. But I couldn't move. And all of a sudden on the left-hand side of me, I saw this big shadow coming across me. And I looked to the left, and I see this humongous guy from Newcastle, and he looks at me and says, why you look at my stick? What happened to me again? My great-grandfather, my aunt, my uncle, my cousins, everybody flashed past me. And I didn't know what to do. So I looked at the guy, I looked at the girl, I looked at the guy again and I said, darling, I was not looking at her. I was looking at you. Because you're so gorgeous. You know, you're just so beautiful. Well, I had to look at you and she was just disturbing me. I just wanted to go away. The poor chap made a U-turn and he left the casino. Rasheel, make sure you know the guys you're up against. Because, darling, there are some guys out there who just play the part, alright? Watch out for it. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to have the opportunity of listening to lots of information from the closest part of Nerita and Rasheel's life. And they're going to be rendering us with some awesome secrets, as I say, about the couple. Before I introduce our speakers though, there is a very important message from the bridal couple that they've recorded, and they will be playing it right now for you guys. So if we can have a moment of silence, and we ask all the caterers to stop in your dead tracks, because it's not dead in your tracks. Anyway, We're going to try and keep a moment of silence for a second as we play the recording. Thank you, Donna.
Namaste. Firstly, I would like to thank everyone for driving the distance to attend our wedding. Nerita and I really appreciate your attendance. I would also like to thank everyone who helped for all your hard work over the past few days leading up to the wedding. I would also like to offer a special thank you to my sister Manisha, brother-in-law Kushal, Daisy Nesh, Sebala Yatish, and to Nolan for the speech. Now on to our love story. Once upon a time, 6 years ago, when I first saw Nerita in the green dress, I knew she was the one for me. With some help from a cousin, I was finally able to get Nerita self-enough. When first chatting to Nerita, I knew she was different and not your typical girl, and that's what made me fall totally in love with her. With a lot of persuasion, Nerita finally said yes to our first date. And as they say in the movies, the rest is history. Like every couple, we have our ups and downs, laughs and arguments, especially as Nerita is a Gemini and has both an evil and good side. But true love gets through all this. Nerita always asks me, do you still want to get married? And today, I want to say this to her. I still want to get married and can't wait to spend the rest of my life with you. You are the best life partner anyone can dream of, and I know that you will be the greatest one. I just hope that you feel the same and that I make you as happy as you make me. To my parents, I would like to thank you for everything you have done for me over the past 27 years. I know that sometimes it seems like I don't appreciate it, but believe me, I do. I just like to have my own independence sometimes and make my own mistakes. I will miss you after the wedding, but promise to visit very often. You are the best parents any son can wish for. To my in-laws, thank you for the wonderful wedding. This is the fairy tale wedding Nerita always dreamed of. I know that you feel like you're losing a daughter, but today you have gained a son, and I promise that I will take good care of Nerita and that she will always be in good hands. Nerita is an ambitious young lady with good morals, and I'm sure she will never forget her parents or Newcastle, and I will bring her here wherever she wants to visit. I am fortunate to have my RG here with us today, and to her I would like to thank her for always bringing our family together and giving us guidance, courage, and strength. To my late grandparents who raised me to the young man I am today, I am forever grateful. I will keep making you proud and do my best to sustain the morals you always taught me and uphold your name. Once again, thank you to everyone for attending, and please enjoy the lunch and the rest of the afternoon. Thank you.
Lots of hard work gets you where you are right here today. And of course, so following these words to you, the people that he loves, are the words from his wife right here today.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, there is nothing like a dream to create a future. My dream as a little girl was ironically never to get married. I wanted to be a glamorous model and travel the world. But when I met Rasheel, he changed my world as he taught me that I could have it all. An ambitious life with the love of my life. Every day I thank God for always answering my prayers and making my dreams come true. But today, I would like to thank God for blessing our marriage. I would like to thank Pandit for honoring us today by performing our wedding ceremony. Pandit, you married my parents 27 years ago, and ironically today he's performing our wedding. Therefore, I couldn't have asked for a more personal and meaningful ceremony. I'm fortunate to have my Nana, Ganesh Jagannath, with us today, and he has always been a pillar of strength for our family. But sadly, not everyone could be with us, and I miss my guardian angel, my Nana. Even though she's no longer with me, she has always guided me and protected me and been my inspiration for bringing some good into this world. To my RG and Aja, who I sadly never met, being born in the Bedasie family meant I had a great legacy to follow. And after all my charity and community work, I wish you were here, so you could see me continue the Bedasie legacy and make Newcastle proud. In our culture, we're brought up to believe that your parents are your first God, and I'm glad to thank my parents for giving me life. I believe I was put on this earth to make a difference, and by their morals and values, I've been able to always be a positive role model. Mom and Dad, one June day in 1984, a baby girl came into this world who was really, really tiny, and who might have not made it. Love and prayers made it happen, and they are what has sustained me ever since. I know you couldn't give me any brothers, but I hope as glad as I am that today you have a son. You showed me why I should wait for someone who loves me for everything that I am and everything that I'm not. You've shown me that life isn't always easy, love isn't always easy, but it's always worth it. Congratulations on 27 years of commitment and hard work. You are my model for what marriage should be, and I can only hope that my marriage is as strong as yours. You have taught me a lot, but most importantly, giving me the one thing that most parents cannot give their children, and that is independence. Thank you for not spoon-feeding me, but allowing me to learn from my mistakes, follow my dreams, my heart, and because of you, I have stood as a role model, not just to my family, but to my country. I'm proud to say I've lived my life without any regrets. I love you very much. To the person I'm going to miss most of all, my sister Nerita. She's been my wedding planner, personal assistant, photographer, and of course, my ultimate critic. You have been with me every letter-clad step of the way, and I thank you for very often putting your life on hold, just so you could help dress me up and look like a star. You have been my sounding board and voice of reason, not only during the wedding planning, but throughout our relationship, as well as the wedding. I thank you for being such a great source of support. To my parents-in-law, Auntie Anita and Uncle Kishore, I know you had your hands full raising Rasheel, but you have influenced him and molded him to the man he is today, the man that I so dearly love. Thank you for welcoming me into your family and trusting me with Rasheel's heart. I must admit that the thought of one day growing up and having in-laws scared me a little, but I never imagined to one day have such modern, sociable, young in-laws who are so similar to my parents. I'm so lucky to now be part of a family who has the same morals and values as my own. Your marriage of 33 years and my parents' marriage of 27 years have set very high standards for Rasheel and I to follow, and we hope to have a happy and successful marriage like yours. I would like to say a huge thank you to each and every one of you for being with us today. A wedding can happen anywhere and at any time, but it can only be a true celebration when all the people you love are here to share it with you. I know that most of you took time off work and traveled a long way to be here, and I want you to know how much it means to us to share the day with us. I hope you all have a wonderful time today and enjoy everything we've spent 2 years preparing. My wedding, my husband, my family, my friends are everything I could have dreamed of and more. Saving the best for last, my husband Rasheel. My dream was to find a man who could understand me without uttering a single word. A man whose values and spirits matched my own. Rasheel, falling in love with you 6 years ago was a total surprise. We are living proof that love happens when you least expect it. I know it was part of God's plan for us, and I can't wait to see what happens next. Thank you for being all that you are and being ready to start every new day with me. I adore this man. He's my biggest supporter, biggest fan, my best friend, and now my husband. How fantastically lucky I am to have that all in one person. I hope that I can make you as happy as you've made me over the past 6 years. When you proposed, I instantly knew I wanted to share my life with you. We have made great memories. We are so different, yet so similar in our passion for charity work, our competitive streak, and goals for the future. Thank you for supporting me, my modeling career, my travel career, my travels abroad, and my ambitions. You somehow managed to let me reach for the stars, yet always keep me down to earth. I love you, and thank you for your support and patience. I'm so lucky to be in a committed relationship with someone who supports all my dreams and loves me not for the glitz, glam, and fame, but simply who I am. I cannot imagine my life without you. In the years, decades to come, I promise to be faithful and loving, patient and forgiving. I promise to do my best to make you laugh on the hard days, and I will do whatever it takes to make your life better. The going may not be easy, but together I know we can make it. I love you. Today is the start of a whole new life. and I can hardly wait to spend every day with you. आपकी नज़रों ने समझा प्यार की कबीर मुझे दिल की धड़कन तेरे जा मिल गए मंजिल मुझे. In your eyes, I know that I'm worthy of love. Stop in this beating heart. I found my destination. Thank you.
Those are powerful words. Takes a long time to put those together because there's so many people to thank and be a part of. And of course, anyone up there in the great alternative of a vernacular, which is brilliant. Bringing it through. Very, very good. Ladies and gentlemen, we've got one more recording. This gentleman has come through after a very long time, and I think one of the recording.
Jess, I want to say that to Nerita and Rasheel, there is only one thing that I want you to know. You should never, ever become like my wife Winnie, because she is the Pooh. Winnie the Pooh.